Whoa. You said leave the case alone?
Listen, it's deeper than what we think.
Yes or no? Leave the case alone.
Leave it alone.
I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to take your advice.
Leave it alone for your safety.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of shaking me up. Like, step back. A lot of people told me fall back from this case.
What's up? What's good? It's your boy. What's poppin', Zillionaire. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Donate to the channel. Hit that Cash App if you support Zillionaire, man. Now check this out, man. Now, you know Zillionaire like to deal with facts. I always show you what I'm talking about. And after we deal with the facts, after we bounce off the facts, we can formulate and put some pieces together to figure out what really went on, okay? Now, let's go back to ZACKtv. This guy has been going into the most dangerous neighborhoods since 2008. I'm going to say this again. This guy's been going into the most dangerous neighborhoods, filming gangs, rapping, interviewing them, promoting their music. Since 2008, he's never had any problem, never had a shootout, never got shot up. Homeboys never got shot, didn't get into a fight, nothing. The reason why I believe he didn't is because ZACKtv really had a good heart. He was trying to help put Chicago on the map. That was his message. He was saying, look, we need to put Chicago on the map. I'm going to be the guy to put Chicago on the map. Now, you got brothers out here gangbanging, doing all this crazy stuff, and they got a dude that's trying to put their music on. They're like, hold on. You know, if we get on, we ain't got to worry about all this crazy gangbanging stuff. We be paid up. You know, we be out the hood. So a dude going around trying to put brothers on, they respected that about him. You know, he built a nice platform, and it just got bigger and bigger. Nobody bothered this guy. Since 2008, he had his YouTube channel since 2009. And he had a big buzz in Chicago. And then he started his YouTube channel, and his YouTube channel blew up with rappers from Chicago. I mean, he got everybody. He even got Just Hilarious on his YouTube. Chief Keef. He interviewed like everybody from Chicago, all the big name rappers. He's interviewed them. Okay, no problems. Guess when he starts getting threatened? Guess when he starts getting threatening phone calls? When he wants to investigate the Kenneka case. Now all of a sudden he's getting threatening phone calls. People telling him to back up off the case. People telling him his life is in danger if he doesn't leave the Kenneka case alone. Now a true investigator would look at that as, hold on, this guy was not, beefing with nobody, didn't get into any fights, didn't get into any shootouts for the past 8-9 years. He ain't get into nothing. Nothing went down, nothing crazy. None of his homeboys got killed, nobody. But as soon as he started talking about the Kenneka case, you look at his phone records, everybody's threatening him now. All of a sudden, that lets you know this case is bigger than everybody thought it was, okay? Just Monifa and Shemaiah, they played the role where they led the lamb to the slaughter, okay? That's what they did. They led the lamb to the slaughter, which was Kenneka Jenkins. They led her to her death. They dropped her off to her death, and then it blew up from there. Now, he didn't get into anything. Now, as soon as he do the Kenneka case, you got a woman that sounds just like Teresa calling him, telling him to leave the case alone. You got a man telling him that these higher powers are involved, leave the case alone. He also started getting harassed by the cops. He had a video where he talked about Rosemont police, they kept pulling him over, and they knew his name. I got to find that video. They kept pulling him over, and they knew his name, okay? See, he had a big name in Chicago. And anything ZACKtv did on Facebook and everywhere else, the cops started watching him, especially when he started talking about the Kenneka case. These higher-ups started watching him, and they knew he had a big influence on social media. Now, when you're a big influence on social media, these dirty cops and everybody else, they want to stop you from getting the truth out there, okay? Now, it's sad that you could pay off some brothers that look just like you. He could pay off some Negroes, pay off some black guys to knock them off, which that's what happened. You could tell that was a pure hit they put on ZACKtv. The way they lured him to the back street, boxed him in, and murdered him. That was a pure execution style. He was murdered execution. That was a hit that they put on ZACKtv. Bottom line, they lured it. It wasn't. Listen, he wasn't arguing nobody. It didn't start from an argument in the fight. Then he got shot. He got lured to his death. This was a planned, premeditated hit. And it's funny. As soon as he started talking about the Kenneka case, he gets murdered. I'm smart enough to put the piece together. Some people ain't. Some people, some people just not. They don't have common sense. They don't understand investigative skills. They don't understand leads. They don't understand patterns. They don't understand, how can I put it? They don't understand the stuff that surrounds a case. They don't pay attention to none of that. They just go off how they feel. And feelings don't work in court. Okay? Your feelings have nothing to do with anything in court. We don't care about how you feel and what you think in court. Show us what you're talking about. And that's why I'm doing this Kenneka case. Because I want to show you what I'm talking about. Just so maybe some good FBI agents and, some good cops watch my channel. Be like, you know what? We need to go down in Rosemont. We need to bust this stuff wide open. We need to find out what's going on. Okay? We need to find out what's going on down here. That's why I'm doing these videos. I want to show you what I'm talking about. I'm not going to give you fantasy. I'm giving you facts. Now, if you want to follow the fantasy channels and because it's entertaining to say that it was 4 Kennekas that night and three Irenes and 2 people, Shemaya, and 2 people playing Shemaya and Monique, and it was all a movie. You go follow that. Okay, you go follow that craziness. You go get all confused. The facts will never confuse you. The facts will put you on point. The facts will guide you. The truth will bring light on the situation. Everything that's in darkness comes to the light when you shed light on it. And facts is what brings everything to the light. You have to have a solid foundation. You have to base it off something in order to have a solid case. You heard me? Can't build no case off of nothing. You can't build a case off of he said, she said. You can't build a case off of just taking somebody's video and letting it play. And you show blurry pictures and unfocused videos, and that's it. You have to come with something solid. You have to break down what's going on. ZACKTV's death is tied to Kenneka Jenkins. There's no way in hell it's not. They broke into his house and tried to steal his laptop. He made a video after he saw the what they did to Kenneka. He did a video where he flipped out on everybody. He said, everybody that was at that hotel, he said, all y'all know what's going on. He said, y'all know what's going on. He was just straight snapping. He said, yeah, I think I know who it is. And he was saying stuff like that in the video. I think I know who these guys are. I think I know what's going on, this and that. And Zach did know because he's right there in Chicago. He's right there in the mix of it. Now, a lot of people tried to lie and say Zach was at the party. A lot of people could because Zach knew the truth, so they tried to make him a suspect because they didn't want his truth to get out. They were trying to block ZACKTV's truth. That's why they made it a false narrative that he was there. He had a picture of some guy that looked like him or some picture that they altered and photoshopped. And they tried to paint that false narrative, but a lot of people wasn't buying that. And then you had a lot of people saying, no, Zach was not at the party that night. Zach was here. Zach was here. So they tried to, how can I put it? They tried to taint the truth he was about to speak. So that's why they broke into his house. They tried to steal a laptop. They thought it had some information on there. ZACKTV went off, said, I can't believe y'all did that to this girl. And he was going off in the video. He said, you know what? I think I know who y'all are. This and that. I'm going off. He said, I'm telling everything and this and that. That right there is when he really made himself a target. Okay? So the higher-ups had to shut him up. The dudes that was involved had to shut him up. So they had to plan, how are we going to get rid of Zach? Zach knows too much. He knows too much about the case. He has inside connections. He knows people. He hears. He's on the streets. He knows who was at the party. He knows what's going on. How can we get rid of this guy? That's when they lured this man to his death, man. And it's sad. He was doing good, putting people on for Chicago, putting gang members on into the music industry and giving people a platform for their music. putting Chicago on the map musically. And he got so big where celebrities were doing interviews with him. That's how big Zach got in Chicago. The higher ups saw his influence and didn't like it. Okay, so we have to get rid of this guy. And the guys who were involved in Kenneka's death, we got to get rid of them. Higher ups pay those guys. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of Zach. And they planned and plotted how to lure him into a back street, block him in, and murder him. That was a hit execution style. Zach didn't have a clue. I'm your boy Zillionaire. You can't tell me his death is not connected to Kenneka Jenkins. There's too many facts involved. There's too many threatening phone calls that his life was in danger if he didn't leave the Kenneka case alone. Then he goes off and says, I'm about to, he said, I'm about to just tell everything. I know this, I know that. Some things he did know. He said, I can't believe, when he saw the pictures of Kenneka in the freezer, he said, I can't believe y'all did that to that girl. And he just went off. That right there said, we got to get him. We have to get rid of him. And they planned and plotted the perfect time. He had the Rosemont police messing with him. He had anonymous callers saying, leave the case alone, Zach, warning Zach. Zach would not heed the warnings. That's the only sad thing. Anyway, he should have left Chicago and tried to investigate the case. He stayed in Chicago and was trying to investigate the case. He had no clue how deep the case was. He did not know. That's his big mistake. So he got into something that he was not fully aware of. And right then and there, when the cops started messing with him and people started calling him, warning him, Zach should have took heed to that, but he didn't. Now Zach has a homeboy. His homeboy gets killed. Homeboy goes down to the police station. People think he's snitching, so they take him out. See how this thing goes? All this stuff is connected to the Kenneka case, man. He had no problems, no troubles, no threatening phone calls, none of that. Until he started messing with the Kenneka case. Now his life is gone. I'm your boy Zillionaire. We only deal with the facts over here. Shout out to Zillionaire Nation. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that Cash App. Donate to the channel. Straight like that, man. And we're going to continue this thing. Like I say, I'm bringing all this stuff to the light for a reason. I want people to see the truth. Maybe her case can get reopened, and maybe somebody can take this outside of Rosemont, pick up the case, and bring the facts to the system. That's how I'm looking at it. Maybe they can reopen this case, bring the facts out, and prove something is very wrong with this case. Something is very wrong. And here is the facts to prove how wrong it is. You're not going to get justice with the police and cops, and you're not going to get justice in a town full of corruption. You have to have people outside of Rosemont, okay, to come in and investigate that entire thing. I'm out of here.